Hey guys, my name is Tilly Wicks and welcome to today's video. Today's video is a what am I doing with my future video. Lately I've been having a bit of a problem trying to decide what I want to do with my future. If you are a subscriber to my channel, you already know that me and my husband James are trying to conceive baby number one. What some of you guys might not know is that it has always been my dream to be a flight attendant. So to start off this story and to start off this video, we need to rewind a little bit back to when I was in high school. So when I was in high school, ask anybody that knows me and they'll tell you that I wanted to be a flight attendant. I did all the subjects I needed to do to become a flight attendant. I got certificates in tourism and I got a second language, which is Japanese. And I ended up moving to Queensland at the end of year 12 so I could come and live with my mum because she lives in Emerald in Queensland, and the idea was for me to get a job, raise a little bit of money to be able to go to flight attendant training school in Brisbane and then start my career as a flight attendant. But something happened when I moved to Emerald. I met James and that kind of derailed my plans a little bit. I still had the urge to be a flight attendant, but I kind of fell in love and I decided, yeah, this is the guy I want to be with and I want to spend all day, every day with him, and I want to get married to him and I want to have babies. And so my second love was to become a mother, and I wanted that so badly. So James and I were together for 5 years before we got married, and I'm currently married now. We've been married for about 7 months, and everything is going great. We're still in love, madly in love, and like I said before, we're trying to have baby number one. Now I've been off the pill now for about a year and a half, and we've been actively trying to have a child for about 7 months. About 2 months ago, I found out from the doctor that I had PCOS and that it might take a long time for me to have a baby. So this was kind of unfortunate because from the get-go I thought I'm gonna get off the pill, I'm gonna get pregnant right away and I'm gonna have a baby. It's that easy. But it really didn't end up to be that easy at all. So now, thinking about my future, in one hand, I've always wanted to be a flight attendant. I gave that goal up because I wanted to be a mum and start a family. And on the other hand, we've got that it's going to take years for me to get pregnant possibly. And so here's my predicament. I don't want to waste the next 5, 10, 20 years, hopefully not 20 years, but maybe 20 years, trying to have a baby. And one day, let's say 5 years from now, I look back and I go, what happened to the last 5 years of my life? You know, I did absolutely nothing. And I don't want that to happen. That's what I'm so scared of. I'm scared that I'm going to waste part of my life waiting for something to happen. Obviously, if I gave up trying, you know, we'd still be trying, but I just wouldn't be focusing on it 100%. So the other day I ended up getting an email from Aviation Australia asking, when are you coming? When are you coming to enroll with us? Because I have been on their list for years now, ever since I graduated year 12, which was about 5 or 6 years ago. And so they were wondering, when are you coming? And I didn't reply to their email because I kind of felt a little bit sad on the inside, like I had given up on my dream a little bit. And then that got me thinking about this whole predicament. And I put something up on Facebook the other day and I got a great number of responses from you guys. So thank you so much if you responded to my question on Facebook. My computer's being shit. But pretty much I put up, what do you guys think? Should I spend the next however many years trying for a baby and putting 100% of me into that and putting all my effort into it? Or should I put 50% of my effort into becoming a flight attendant and 50% of my effort into having a baby? About 95% of you guys said that I should put my effort into being a flight attendant and that I can have a baby later. And about 5% of you guys said that I should focus on having a child. So I still don't really know how I feel about it. This video is going to be in 2 parts. Hopefully it doesn't go for too long. So I've put on my best mother outfit. This is probably what I'd wear if I was a mum. It's just like a loose fitting dress, and yeah, it's the best mummy outfit I could have. And I also have a little baby here. It's a plastic doll that I used for Hannah's baby shower. So this is what it would look like if I was a mum. So I wanted to kind of weigh up the pros and cons of being a mum versus being a flight attendant at the moment. If you guys didn't know, I'm 23. So this part of the video is going to be about being a mum, and I definitely would like you guys to leave comments below if you have any advice for me whatsoever. And definitely give this video a thumbs up if you're in the same predicament. Obviously it might not be being a flight attendant and a mum, but it might be weighing up something. So ever since, let's say, yeah, pretty much ever since I met James, I've realized that I've wanted to be a mum more than anything. And let me just put the baby down. And I have read a number of books. This one's called Being Dad, and this one is Australian Parents, and this one is Feeding the Bump, and this one, oh, it's really heavy, called Kid Wrangling. And I've read all of these books. That's how into being a mum I am. I already have a whole bunch of baby stuff put together and a whole bunch of baby names picked out, and I used to calculate my temperatures and everything to work out when I'm ovulating and everything like that. So I'm right into it. I would love to be a mum. Some of the pros of being a mum is obviously having a family, having someone that I can give all my love and support to, someone I can care for. What else? Obviously bringing a life into this world, that's a big thing. I would love to be able to do that. Some of the cons of being a mum, I would either have to push back wanting to be a flight attendant until I was much older and my children were much older, or I would have to give up on that altogether. Cons, not having a lot of time to myself anymore, but to be honest, I don't go out and party with friends or anything, so it's not like I'll be giving up that. But yeah, there's some of the pros and some of the cons to being a mum. Obviously I'm not giving up on being a mum altogether. If I do decide that I want to focus on being a flight attendant for a while, then I will still be trying, but like my doctor said, it could take years. My husband was telling me before, he knows of someone that had PCOS and it took them 5 years to conceive. Now that's 5 years that I don't want to waste. In that 5 years, if I can apply for my dream job, get my dream job, and have that job for 3 of those years or 2 of those years or even 1 of those years, then at the end of the day and at the end of my life, I'll be able to say, you know, I did that, and that'll make me feel amazing. So the next part of this video is going to be about the flight attendant portion and why or why not I should be a flight attendant. So I'm gonna go get changed into my flight attendant gear, and I will be back to talk to you guys. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I'm back. This is my flight attendant's outfit at the moment. I got it from the op shop today. So let's start off by telling you guys a little bit about why I want to be a flight attendant. So when I was growing up, I actually grew up with parents that were separated. My dad, myself and my brother lived in Perth, and my mum actually lived in Queensland. And so that's opposite ends of the country. So around this time of year at Christmas time, my brother and I would have to travel all the way from Perth to all the way in Queensland. So sometimes we would even leave on Christmas Eve and wouldn't get to Queensland at our mum's house until Christmas Day. So around this time of year, we would be looked after by flight attendants quite a lot. Ever since I was in primary school, I've wanted to be a flight attendant. I kind of feel like I owe them big time for looking after us. And if I become a flight attendant, then I can also help people that were like me, little kids, unaccompanied minors. I can help them make their Christmas or even their day or even their flights a little bit better. I have a lot of customer service experience. I currently have my RSA, which is my Responsible Service of Alcohol certificate. I don't have my first aid certificate, but I am looking at getting my first aid certificate. What else? I love to travel. So far I've only traveled to Vanuatu and Fiji, but I would love to travel to places like the US, Brazil, many places in Europe, Japan, definitely Japan because I can speak Japanese. I'd love to be able to try that out. And I love to go to airports. It might sound a little bit weird, but whenever I have time, I love to just go to the airport, sit and read a book and just soak up the environment. Like, it is amazing. I love airplanes. Airplanes are kind of like my shooting stars. I always make a wish on them when I see one go by, which is almost every day. And if you see two airplanes at the same time, that is super, super lucky. And I saw that yesterday. So hopefully that brings me luck. I did make a wish, but I'm not going to tell you guys what my wish was because then it won't come true. I actually go to travel agencies quite regularly and pick up brochures. I literally have a box full of different brochures. These are just some of them that I have at the moment. So I love to even just research places, even if I'm not going to travel there anytime soon. I also collect my old travel documents. Let's have a look at this one. I think this is when I went to Sydney because I've got a postcard here from the Blue Mountains. Yeah, I was flying from Emerald to Sydney, and this was on the 1st of July 2009. Wow, that's pretty old. I literally have a whole bunch of these. I don't know why I like to collect them, I just do. Anything to do with traveling or airplanes, I love to collect. I actually have a really special little Qantas model airplane, and I'd love to get like a set, but you know, everyone thinks I'm weird, so I'd have to buy them myself. Something else I have here, just to prove that I've wanted to be a flight attendant for a while, I have a letter here from Aviation Australia. Now that is the place that does the flight attendant training school. And I have an information pack here from the 3rd of February 2009. It says, "Dear Tilly, thank you for your recent inquiry regarding our Certificate 2 in Transport and Distribution Aviation Flight Operations. This is a 10-week full-time course running from 8 to 3:30 p.m. Monday to Friday." And you know, it just goes on to tell you all about it. It tells you all the certificates you get, and they even send you like information on places that you can stay that are right around the corner from where you do your training. So I've always wanted to go to Aviation Australia Training School. If you don't know what that is, definitely give it a Google. They do have some videos on YouTube. We'll link some of those down below if you're interested. I also have here a book. My friends in high school made me this book, and how cute is it? It's got someone that kind of looks like a flight attendant on the front, and we've all kind of written stuff in there, and there might be pictures in here. Oh look, Adam Brody's butt crack. And then just, oh, there's a whole page of Adam Brody. Obviously I was a big fan of him, but they pretty much just wrote their wishes for me when I was leaving Perth to move to Queensland. They were all the wishes that in the world that they wished for me. They said, I hope you become a flight attendant, I hope all your dreams come true, and stuff like that, which was great. And yeah, so pros of being a flight attendant: I get to travel a lot, I get to learn how to do my makeup better and my hair better. I get to serve people on airplanes. I get to feel in my heart that I have done what I'm meant to do. I have always felt that it is my destiny to be on an airplane at a certain time as a flight attendant for some unknown reason, and that time hasn't come yet, I'm assuming, but yeah, I've always just felt that. I don't know why, I just have. So I've done the pros. Now the cons of being a flight attendant is being away from home for long periods of time, missing out on public holidays like Christmas and Easter, people's birthdays, and it would be hard because I have my husband, but I have talked to James about it, and if I was to get a job, it would be based in Brisbane, and he is willing to pick up and leave here at Rockhampton and move down to Brisbane, because he is the type of guy that doesn't honestly have any goals in life. And I mean literally, he doesn't want to do anything. He would be happy if he lived in this house for the rest of his life, drinking beer and watching TV. And in a way that's kind of good for me, because it kind of gives me room to focus on my goals, and that he's going to go along with them just because I have goals. But yeah, so I've been thinking for a while what I should do. Now I'm kind of thinking 5-6 years in the future. This is my future. What am I going to do? And I have decided, yes, I have decided, everybody. I am going to focus 50% on trying to have a child. Okay, so I'm going to go to the doctors, I'm going to work out what's happening, I'm going to get put on medication or whatever it is to be able to have a baby, and if it happens, then yes, finally it's happened and I'll be happy. And if it doesn't happen in that time, then I would have focused 50% of my time and effort into becoming a flight attendant, and so then I'll have that anyways. So if I become pregnant, it'll be yes, I'll give up flight attending. You know, I won't worry about it. I'll say to myself, at least I tried, but now I have a baby, so I can't do it. But if I don't become pregnant in the next 5 years, then at least I would have said, look, I've tried to become a flight attendant, or I am a flight attendant, hopefully, and you know, then I'll be happy with that. So, like I said before, if you've also been in this sort of dilemma trying to work out what to do with your future, definitely big thumbs up on this video. And leave a comment below if you have any other advice for me or any other news or anything about your dilemma. I'd love to hear about it. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm always uploading new videos every couple of weeks. And if you'd like to keep watching some of my other videos, click right at the top here. Right up here, everybody. So thank you for watching the video today, guys. I really hope that all your wishes and all your dreams come true, and I really hope that if you're trying for a baby that you get baby dust, and if you're also trying to get your dream job, definitely good luck, and I will see you guys on my next video. So bye for now.